If you have been living an unconscious life, or rather an unintentional life, for some time now, the shift to an intentional one is gonna feel rather bad, and it's gonna be really bad at first. But then it's going to shift to bliss, and everything you want will start unfolding perfectly for you. Just like when you are in a negative state, or when you're in a negative cycle, when you've been in a negative cycle for some time, the shift to a positive one would require some work. Mostly inner work, internal work, but that's not really for me to decide. Because for you it could be external work that you need. It's not for anyone to decide actually, but you. No one knows exactly what you need better than yourself. So don't let me or anyone else tell you what is it that you need. It's never just that you have to do this one thing, or that you have to be that thing, or to go to that place, or to do those things in order to manifest your dream reality or create whatever you want in life. Because it's all about feelings, and it's all about what you believe, and it's all about what you truly believe. But if you are able to handle this come up, which is gonna feel very bad, if you're able to sit through it and let it take its course, because that's where we mostly struggle. That's where we mostly get stuck, because we don't see it and it feels so bad, and if it stretches for some time, we just cannot accept it, and we do not let it take its course, and rather we start enforcing experiences. We start forcefully creating experiences that shifts what we're feeling, that makes us feel a little bit better momentarily. But ultimately, it's all about leading an intentional life. You really cannot imagine how powerful that is. This is no game. When you truly become intentional, as in, you are doing everything intentionally. Every course of action you decide to do intentionally. It's never that you, oh, I did not want to do that thing, but shit, I did it. I could not control myself and I got, sucked into that loop. I did not do the things I wanted to do today. I was not able to, do what I promised myself. And that impacts your feeling. That impacts how you feel. Recently I made a video and I told you that only one negative action could perpetuate a whole negative cycle. And if you're leading an unintentional life, you're going to be perpetuating a negative cycle. Just like if you eat junk for one day and then you're all night, you're spending all night scrolling on your phone, and then you fall asleep unintentionally, and you wake up, your phone is not charged, and you don't remember that you fell asleep, you're not in the right position, you did not do your night ritual, you did not do whatever, and you start feeling bad about that, and you hate yourself. And at that point you will have a choice to either change that, or you continue, and if you continue feeling bad about it, it will stretch and it will kickstart a negative cycle. And that's somewhere we get stuck in. That's a place we get stuck in. But what I'm trying to say is that one intentional action pulls another and another and that feels really good. Now, it's not gonna be easy, and it will not feel good at first, because when you're trying to take everything your body has been used to from it, and if you're trying to take the ego's survival instinct or survival mechanism that's been programmed into it, survival mechanism as in, well, I need to cope with this bad feeling, I need to escape from that reality, I need to avoid this aspect of my life, I need to avoid that thing I have to do, I'm going to procrastinate because I don't want to face my fear of failure, I don't want to face... That's your survival instinct that's been programmed into the ego. That's how the ego thinks it's best to protect you. That's what your body thinks, that's what your body believes. Now, to take all of that away from it, it's gonna hurt. And you won't understand at first, why are you feeling so bad? You'll think, well, maybe because I took the things I like from myself, but they're not really the things you like. Because the things you like are the things that you're doing that feels resonant with your dream reality. And regardless of whatever your dream reality is, regardless of whatever your end goal is, your grand intention, your calling, it unfolds the best way it could once you become intentional. Once you let your journey take its course and you stop experiencing inner resistance to what is and what has and what will, you stop trying to control and you just live the life that's meant, that your current reality is giving you, that you have been projecting, because you are feeling contrast on the journey, because you are on the journey. You will continue to feel some inner contrasts. Well, this is not aligned, I don't want to do this thing, but you're gonna do it. Well, but the contrast is ultimately contrasting, pinpointing, highlighting the things you are struggling with, the things that might require some work from you. The contrast, the inner resistance, is simply because we are not letting things, whether it comes in the shape of fear, in the form of fear, or in the form of anxiety or worrying or paranoia or distrust or hatred, that's ultimately telling us that, or need to control, that's telling us that we need something here is misaligned. There's contrast between your inner reality and your outer reality. You're either going to have to change it from the inside or from the outside. If you can't change it from the inside, well, good on you, and that's when your work is mostly internal. But if you can't, then you have to lead, in terms of actions, the life that you believe is the best version, whatever that might be. But ultimately, whatever your grand intention is, it's going to unfold once you are aligned internally and externally. Once your thoughts match your feelings, and your feelings your actions, your beliefs, all of them are matched, everything will unfold magically in your reality. Now, the reason once you become intentional, once you let yourself feel and accept what's happening, stop trying to escape it, believe in what you are, in your path. The reason it leads you to your dream reality is because this dream reality, or this grand intention, or this calling, this end goal, whatever it might be for you, that you've been pursuing for some time, that's been in the back of your mind for some time, is put there, you've awakened to that, you've been called to that, mainly to experience that journey, mainly to learn the lessons that are going to be presented to you on your journey of pursuit of that reality. So it's like a stimulant to trigger you to go onto that path, to take the path and learn, heal yourself. Rather, it's not learning, it's not about learning, it's not about the lessons, it's about the healing that comes with it, and the awe, the bliss, and the understanding, and the openness, because that helps everyone, that helps the collective. You're not only helping yourself, you're helping me, you're helping everyone around you by being the best version of yourself, by healing, because then you'd have more to offer, and then your frequency will influence the collective, will influence those around you, and ultimately it's raising the collective frequency, and ultimately you're aiding in the collective ascension, which is the whole point of this reality that we are living through. But the contrast you're experiencing internally is your sign that you are on the right path. It's your sign that you're doing something right, because now you are on the journey, and as long as you remain on the journey, you're gonna have to experience some contrast. But if you sit it through, like I told you, it's gonna feel so bad because you've taken away so many things from yourself by choosing to, I know that this is not something I would intentionally do, or that's not something that's serving me, that's not something that's empowering me, that's not something that I would do if I had chosen myself. If I'm saying I'm gonna choose myself, I'm gonna live my best potential, my best self, that would not be something I would do. And whenever you start feeling like doing those things or that thing, whether it could be anything, it could be falling in and out of relationships, it could be toxic friendships, it could be drinking, it could be smoking, it could be binge watching, it could be scrolling, it could be anything, it could be anything. It depends. The thing is that it depends on you, it depends on your beliefs, it depends on who you are, it depends on what it is that you need healing from. That determines your journey and how it's gonna look like. But ultimately, if you sit it out and cut out all unnecessary external stimulants that are helping you escape, helping you avoid something in your reality, avoid an aspect of yourself, avoid a truth in yourself, avoid feeling a fear or an anxiety, let yourself feel, and it's gonna come out. It's gonna feel very bad, and it's gonna feel so, you're gonna become very fearful because everything, and you don't even have to invite it out, you don't even have to call for it, it's all gonna come out, it's all gonna seep out. You don't really have to sit yourself down and go like, I need to recall my traumas, and I need to recall this thing and that thing, and I need to work on that thing. Once you become intentional, detach from external stimulants, you're going to allow space for it to come in. You're going to be opening yourself, and that when everything starts, surfacing, and all the blockages, all the traumas, all the resistance within you is going to come to the surface, and that's when you're gonna feel them. That's when they're gonna feel bad. But if you allow yourself to feel them, do not shy away from feeling them. Do not go like, well, I don't want to feel that, because if I continue feeling that for some time, it's going to manifest, it's going to call on it. No, that's the the releasing process. You're gonna have to feel to release, and just give it some time, and then it turns into this kind of a high where everything starts feeling blissful, because it's gonna feel, you know, just like when you finish a really good workout, or you go for a really long run, or you know, overcome some kind of challenge in your reality, and you go and you feel really good about it because you overcame yourself, you challenged yourself, and you made it through. That's how it's gonna feel like. And then it's gonna become a continuous feeling of bliss. It's gonna feel like that the whole time. It's gonna feel, because it's like one big thing that you are overcoming all the time by being intentional, by choosing to go for one thing, by deciding to go for whatever you wanna go for. And so that's what I mean by the come up is gonna feel really bad, but then it's gonna turn into bliss and awe in life. You're gonna feel that every experience, every moment in life elicits awe from you, is fascinating, is infatuating, and you're gonna fall in love with life. But you will also see everything unfold magically for you. Everything you ever wanted will start to gradually reveal itself to you, manifest itself, because you chose yourself, and then everything around you is gonna choose you. When you choose yourself and you tune into your real power, your inner power, and you decide the path you're going to lead intentionally, everything comes to you. Everything. You attract the best energies in existence to you. And so you don't even have to call on those things to heal them. They will just come to you, but you have to slip through them. All that you have to do is to stop avoiding them, is to stop escaping them, is to stop escaping yourself and all of its aspects, all that you've been through, because it needs to come to the surface and it needs to be released. It needs, if you want a new reality, you have to be a new you. And those things, those blockages from your past, from your childhood, from your traumas, are keeping you at the similar frequency. Ultimately, no matter what you do, you will have to feel this badness, this negative feeling, this fear on your journey, to let it be released and overcome. Whatever path you're gonna take, if you're gonna take the path of external action, if you're gonna take the path of internal focus, if you're gonna take the path of shadow work, if you're gonna go all out and, you know, exercise yourself and to sweat and work out and, you know, eat healthy and take ice baths and all of those things, you know, do yoga and meditate and work hard and put all that effort in your path on your dreams, you know, work towards your dreams. It's gonna come. Even through that, it's gonna feel, you're gonna be feeling all of it. But if you're doing this, and at the same time you're still blocking your fears and your aspects by indulging heavily in external stimulants that help you avoid those aspects, that help you escape yourself, then nothing is gonna be changing, and you're gonna keep working yourself out to death, to no avail, so to speak. So ultimately, you just have to feel, and you have to allow space for those things to surface from within you. And with that, you're going to have everything on the path, because really all that matters is your journey. This journey is enabling what you're experiencing. This end goal that you've awakened to, that you've been called to, is enabling this journey, but you have to take the journey. You cannot just numb yourself through the journey and go like, well, I want my goal, you know, I want to claim the reward. Well, I had the journey, I took this long journey. You took it, but you were not conscious through it. You took it, but you were avoiding yourself constantly. If you took it and you smoke it the whole way, you smoke your senses through it, or you drank your senses through it, or you ate your feelings through it, it's as if you never had it. So just take your journey and understand that it is leading you, and all of that contrast is your sign that you are on the right path, that things are gonna come out and you're just gonna feel them and they're gonna be released, that you are healing. Just let yourself accept and live your life without any avoidance, intentionally. Do whatever you want to do with intention. If it's coming from within you, yes, this is something that resonates with me and I consciously would love to be doing that. Do those things, and yet stop avoiding, stop smoking yourself away, stop drinking it away, stop escaping from life, stop avoiding life, your path, and it will just be part of the process. The end goal, or this grand intention, or this calling you've been pursuing for some time, for years, for a decade, it's just the result. It will just unfold as a result of you taking the journey. So take the journey, my dear ones. Thank you for joining me in today's video. This is AF's Conscious Frequency. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel, because it helps me so much, and it helps this video find its way to many more others who might actually need it.